Hi everybody, welcome to Tiny Life Takeover. I'm Denis, the host of this humble show to help people discover what a richness life of living tiny is. In this episode, we're going to be starting early with our firewood. All of this is probably going to last me a couple of years. Plus I have those eco bricks, so just good to get started on stuff earlier. I'm living life a little bolder, putting things in order. My tiny life takeover. So I went ahead and I bought a small cord of this dry wood and also this slab wood. So the slab wood is your softwood. They just would cut beams, 8x8, 6x6, 4x4, and then you just cut this up for your kindling. And then of course your nice dry wood. Everybody says cut to the right moon, just meaning that it's the dry season where the sap is flowing down instead of flowing up. So midsummer, August, and all that good stuff. We'll see how it goes. I did experience though some wood that I was told was cut at the right moon, which was foaming as I burnt it all winter. So I just make sure to question the person that cut the wood to make sure that it's dry. And one way that they've mentioned it is you look at it and it starts to crack. They say that's how you can tell if the wood is going to be good for burning. So you know how I do this. I've done this in previous videos. I'm going to take these 16-inch pieces and I'm going to cut them into 8-inch, and then I'm going to chop them out. Same thing with the slab, and then pile them into the woodshed, ready for the winter. And while I'm on the subject of wood and all of this stuff, living tiny really is about rediscovering so many things that we've been living away from. One of which is chores, and the beauty of chores and the humbleness of chores. The fact that you got to have a hands-on experience to dealing with what you need to, doing the repairs when they need to be done, or doing those purchases that need to be made, or doing the chores, dealing with the water. For me, dealing with the compost toilet. Of course, the garbage, keeping things clean, and just the maintenance, just looking after stuff. That's been missing, especially I've lived in the city where everything is taken care of for you, and I really felt that I was missing something. So just for me, doing this sort of stuff reconnects me to what we've been doing for so long, and now we're sort of missing out on living in cities. I know it seems like a lot, but there's something to be said about getting back to basics. All right, it's not going to junk itself. Let's get to it. Slab split done to 8 inches, and I think I'm gonna cut this up now, give the old saw a break, and then I'll attack this pile. Then I'm going to chop it up now, and it's gonna help remove this bark, because I found that in a small wood stove, anything that's not the fuel, so the bark, just makes it smoke more and makes more of a mess. So by cutting them all up into small kindling, it's gonna remove that bark. So I'm chopping this up. One of the things I'm realizing is I really enjoy just working with wood, the smell and everything else, but plus I know that what I'm doing here is investment when I'll be in the winter enjoying that nice wood stove, that smell, that heat, that this makes me kind of remember that, appreciate that, and then when that happens I'll be remembering this time. So that's really little things that you're learning as you're working with your hands and you're dealing with what makes up a home, what makes up a life. So a lot of life learnings that can be done with this manual labor that maybe we don't see enough of, and we should be embracing more. So anyway, give it a try. Always takes a lot longer than you'd think. It's good though, feels awesome. So this is what I mean by the bark. This is the stuff that you get to not put in your fireplace. Something was sleeping in here. Who's this guy? See, this is why I find it's good to split your wood up as soon as you get it, because you find all these little fun guys hidden in there. You don't want this inside wherever you're storing your wood. Lots of protein though. Leave that for the birds. Done with the kindling. This stuff I could not process. Probably start a fire tonight. You're next. All right, all chopped up into 8 inches. This is all ready, good to go for kindling. What's going to be left is to take this and chunk it up smaller so it fits in my tiny wood stove. And day's getting late, so I think I'm going to stash it into the old shed for now until we figure out the best place to put it in the smaller shed. All right, it is time. All right, looks like we're done. Got some overflow stacked here. This is why a nice wood shed is awesome. Got the eco brick, got the kindling, got the fuel, good to go. All right, my friends, that's it for Tiny Life Takeover for this episode. Prepping firewood. All that's left is to make a nice fire and enjoy this little slice of paradise. Until the next time, please take care of each other and God bless.